All right. Just a heads up, we are live. Uh, I'm gonna start by get all for the faithful by the faithful long sleeves and tank tops and men and women t-shirts at www.ninersfaithfulradio.com/shop. I think it's this one. No, it's not that one. Go to cgiant.com and use the promo code Niners Faithful Radio to save on all your sporting events. Um, and it's this one again. Get your officially licensed Niners gear by using our affiliate link, and you save 10%, and it helps out the show. Go to NinersFaithfulRadio.com/subscribe to see everywhere you can subscribe to the Niners Faithful Radio. And then you can follow us on all social media, Niners Faithful Radio on Facebook, Instagram, and Tumblr, and Niners Faithful R on Twitter. So I'm here joined by 49ers Media, as you guys can see.
What's up?
Yeah. And then I'm trying to get the game stats going here. We can go through the game stats and then, or actually, we can go. Yeah, we can go. Okay, so Jimmy Garoppolo went 27 for 41. I believe the ninth win of Jimmy Garoppolo's start as like him throwing over 30 times and getting a dub. This is the only ninth time that this has happened. And he threw for 296 yards, two touchdowns, zero interceptions. Got sacked five times. Jeff Wilson Jr., 13 carries, 56 yards. Debo Samuel with 8 carries, 37 yards. Brandon Ayuk with the jet sweep for 4 yards. Jimmy Garoppolo with a QB sneak of 3 yards. Big game for George Kittle and company. He had 13 receptions for 151 yards, one touchdown with 15 targets. Brandon Ayuk had 16 receptions for 62 yards, one touchdown, and 11 targets. Juwan Jennings with 3 receptions for 46 yards. Debo Samuel with 1 reception for 22 yards. And Jermichael Hasty with 3 receptions, 10 yards. Kyle Juszczyk with 1 reception, 5 yards. I think that's it for the offense.
Yeah.
So here we go. All right, so that wraps up the Week 14 game stats. Not as much. How do you feel about the offense now that we starting to get some momentum?
So honestly, the thing is what I've wanted since even last year, but obviously we had so many injuries and it never really happened. And I thought, oh, maybe it would happen at the beginning of the year and kind of continue. And that was
Mm.
that I wanted to see the ball spread out in the passing game between Kittle, Ayuk, and Debo, because we all know that they're like the Yak Bros. We all know that they could be really good because Ayuk had a very good like rookie year, despite him having to take all the kind of care like receptions and all and targets because of Debo Samuel's injury last year. And so I really thought from the start, it was gonna be the offense was gonna be amazing and with those three guys. But obviously, it's been up and down. Today I thought the offense played pretty well. Kind of started out slow. They punted the ball on the first drive, but then they also forced a punt. And so yeah, they started off slow, but I thought the offense in the passing game was doing pretty well. The run game didn't really get going, and I'm glad that in the passing game at least it got going because sometimes Jimmy Garoppolo he struggles if there's kind of like no run game.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing that we built off today. No mistakes really for Jimmy Garoppolo. I think he did have one little brain fart avoiding some pressure.
Yeah,
I
the
think,
only mistake he had was like they had it, and then he was trying to throw it or whatever, and then he fumbled it. And luckily, he
yeah,
recovered it.
yeah,
But yeah,
pretty clean game from Jimmy today. Um, the thing is, like how you mentioned, we didn't establish a run game. Um, Cincinnati's front seven, or yeah, front five, they're pretty stacked with a person who left is Trent, not Trent, the
Trey
91.
Hendricks,
Yeah, Trey
Henderson.
Henderson. He did leave, but I mean, they still had many players who could
Yeah,
just perform like him. And that ultimately like had the 49ers on their heels a lot of the time because we couldn't get on the outside and we couldn't establish a run game.
and like
Um,
yeah, the offensive line I'd say struggled. That's for sure. Something that happened. I
yeah,
think as then like the bad part of the offensive side of the game.
yeah, that's one thing that I saw. Um, we allowed 5 sacks, which is not a very 49ers way, you would
Yeah,
say. And we got a comment right here. It says, "We need a shutdown corner."
we do.
Um, do you agree starting Ambry over Lenore?
um. So my thing is, I'm gonna say yes, and my thing was that we never saw Ambry Thomas, and we
Hmm.
finally got to see that. So now we know what he looks like and what he needs to work on it. And there's some things he definitely needs to work on. He was he was really slow to the ball to it, and he would just let the guy like Chase or who's their tight end, I forget. But
I think it was Jason Boyd, or no, it was Jason Higgins.
yeah, I mean even the tight end or whatever. But like he would just the receiver would be right there, and then he's like few feet away. He's not as close and kind of locked up to them. And he almost
But
gave up. He got lucky on the play that wasn't a touchdown by
yeah, to
Jamar
Jamar.
Chase because that was a
Yeah,
really good throw, and he definitely got.
it's funny because well, not funny, but D'Amico was setting up a strategy for this defense because I mean corner is obviously our weakness, so he
Yeah,
put two safeties over high. And that made the zone for Ambry to either choose up top and have down low on the flats.
hmm,
And most of the times he would pick the flats until the very last second, and he was always like 3 steps behind
yeah.
a, for example, post or a just a frontline street.
And even like on that 4th and 5 touchdown that we gave up, like even the secondary, like Hufanga and stuff, like nobody was there at the back of the end.
Yeah, yeah, and who knows? I Lenore did struggle, but I don't know. It's hard to say because man, Bengals they really have a good receiver core, and
Yeah.
it's just really tough, especially because it's his first
It's
start.
kind of interesting because, like, at the beginning of the season, I know we didn't go up against super great receivers, but Diamador Lenore was playing pretty well, and so I don't know if it's maybe it might be just confidence now, and also he stopped kind of playing after that Green Bay
Hmm.
game, so
Well,
might have
I
lost
did,
some confidence after that game. And yeah,
yeah.
I think that's why he's good for the slot too. I think he'll be the slot like nickel next year. I don't see K1 back, but
What if it's not Lenore? It's just the improvement of Ambry, but because I did saw reports that Ambry Thomas is really stepping up his game in practice, and
yeah, I
who
saw
knows,
that
maybe.
too.
But so corner for sure.
Yeah.
We got Kittle with a 99 in Madden yet. Come on, Kittle, man.
I know Kittle has been on a tear this year. I mean, what, like 5 or 6 touchdowns, another 100 plus like 50-yard game
Mhm.
on back-to-back weeks. Because he had like 191, I think, last week.
Uh-huh. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
It was like a couple of yards off 200, but
yeah,
um, by the end of it was like second quarter. It's 10 minutes remaining from second quarter to end. He had already like 80 yards or so, and I
yeah.
was kind of slowed down in the second half,
Mhm.
but
But then
it
he like
was
really picked it up in the, when it got tied up and then into OT. Him and Jennings really showed up in the overtime, and then Ayuk got the game-winning touchdown.
yeah, Jawan Jennings. I mean, you don't really expect something
The
out of that
dude was
guy,
like
but
right there, and then because he's so much bigger and physical, he just grabbed it and like kept going.
6'3" body. That's
Yeah,
huge.
it was amazing.
Here we got same guy. Bengals D front handle the Niners offensive line.
For sure.
He had, I mean, that was pretty good matchups. They had a lot of combos
Yeah.
where they would bring the defensive end to the B gap, usually around there, or it's either B or C, and they would just cross them, and he would just have like an open lane,
Yeah.
and yeah. So
Jeez. Okay, let me tell you the stat real quick about George Kittle that was
mhm.
just tweeted. George Kittle in week 12, 1 catch, 13 yards. George Kittle week 13 and 14, 25 catches for 332 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Dang, that's 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 all pro
That's
right there.
that's that's yeah. Like, come on, go vote him to the Pro Bowl. And in
Yeah,
the
it's still going
meantime,
on.
go vote for Trent Williams. Go vote for everybody
That's
except
all I
maybe
do.
Josh Norman. Maybe not him. But
Yeah, but so like how we were talking about earlier, the Niners run game was just like off today. Uh, I mean, we kind of know what's missing there. Elijah Mitchell.
yeah,
You could really see like the difference between him being there and him not being there.
hmm
And I think even though we got the job done today, we really need him for the postseason. If I mean, we're looking towards it, but
yeah,
I think we're gonna have to rely on him heavily.
yeah. I even think next week's gonna be tough because the Falcons, they're gonna be trying to make the playoffs too. So I think a game, definitely we could see another game just like this.
Yeah,
And the offense is, hopefully we'll see if we have Mitchell back, but he'd really help if we do. Hopefully Warner's all good because I know he did go out, but then I guess came back in. Um,
oh, um,
yeah.
Aziz elbow.
Oh yeah, Aziz, that's the big one. We'll probably hear an
Um,
update about him. That'll be a big loss, especially because we're already thin at that position with no Greenlaw. So
yeah. I was reading the report. I mean, Kyle's live. He
yeah,
said something. I don't know what he said. I think
let me see.
I don't think because if it was something serious, I mean, if it wasn't something serious, I mean, what they would have him back in the game.
Let's see. Oh yeah, prayers up to Dante Johnson. I know his mother passed
Oh
away in
yeah,
a car accident. So let me see if I can find it. Hmm.
We need to win straight out to playoffs. It's too close.
Yeah.
I mean, well, we could lose one more game, I would say, but two, kind of putting ourselves in the right.
Yeah. I think it's a very. I'm trying to
I
find the
mean,
tweet.
Washington lost today.
Yeah.
Who was? I forgot. Someone like just outside
The
of the loss.
Jets lost, but we needed them to win. So the Saints won. Let's see who else we needed. Let's see. I think we need the Rams to win. Or I know that we need the Cardinals to actually win tomorrow.
Yeah,
Let me see.
yeah, because they're. I mean, they're basically locked in.
So let's see. We needed. Okay, so the Cowboys won versus Washington. That was good for us. We need the Cardinals to win tomorrow. The Jets lost, and then the Chargers won for us. So yeah.
The Chargers. Who did they play?
Chargers. Who did play? Giants.
Oh yeah, yeah. They're slowly creeping in.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm hoping the Chargers make the playoffs.
yeah. Need Cards to win. Yeah. Uh, got a YouTube comment. How about the W boys? Bang bang, Niner gang.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna say it. I was kind of hesitant. I didn't think the Niners were gonna win. I thought we were gonna get all scored over because secondary. No Mosley. Already, obviously, we haven't had Verrett. And I was like Dante Johnson, and obviously the news, but then I was like, okay, Ambry Thomas, I don't know about that. Norman's Norman,
Yeah,
um, but
like basically the whole ending, just
yeah,
clenching your ass together, just
yeah,
waiting for a big play. Oh, but what a last play from IU. Oh, we can go over the touchdowns right now.
yeah,
So our first score was a field goal
oof,
that started from a muff punt by
yeah.
the Bengals, and River Craycraft recovered there, and it was. I think we should have capitalized on that and scored a touchdown.
Man, I think the Bengals were eating Butterfingers in the first half or something. They ate some popcorn and like put their hands in butter.
The Bengals looking like the Niners last week.
I know. Dude, every time I saw the Bengals punt too, I was like, are they gonna try and fake it? Because like, of maybe they'll try to fake it since it worked on us last week.
Yeah, yeah,
That's the one thing is I think in some of these games that we've won, there's games just we could have won if we like capitalized on turnovers that we've forced.
hmm and I mean we've been doing good with that. We're not really high on interceptions, but we are high on fumbles and
Fumbles.
fumble
Yeah.
recoveries.
Hmm. Yeah.
Am I glitching out?
You're lagging. Yeah. I
Yeah.
can still hear you though. Like, I think it's just the video that's kind of glitchy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping to get a computer for Christmas, cause
Nice.
or you're on computer right now, right?
Yeah, I'm on a Mac.
Yeah, I heard some people do it on like just a tablet or iPad. So I was like, I'm just gonna get an adapter.
Yeah.
Um, let's see here. We could talk about the 49ers defensive front. I mean defensive line. Well, same thing. You want to go ahead and start?
Yeah, so I mean the defense racked up what was it, like 4 sacks, I think?
So I think something like that. Here, let me get it.
Let me see. A second.
Um,
Yeah. Was it 4 sacks? I think so, right?
it was five,
5. Okay.
5 sacks.
Oh, I
Um,
thought they had 5 sacks, but we.
no, yeah, they have.
Oh,
We
okay.
both
Yeah, we
had
did.
like that.
Okay, we both had 5 sacks. So I mean, yeah, looking at it, Bosa. I mean, he got the pressure. He did have. I don't know if they counted it as one. Let's see. So Al-Shaair had a sack. K1 Williams, I loved that blitz play on like the fourth, and I think it was a fourth down or like
That one was
um
clutch. I think that
that was
changed the
yeah,
momentum.
that was a great sack. Nick Bosa had 2 sacks. He had a day. Ebukam, he got a half sack because like Bosa and him kind of came together, and then Arden Key also had half a sack.
Yeah, so that puts Nick at 13.
Yeah,
13, right? Yeah.
14. It'll be
14?
14 because didn't he have 12 last week?
Let me see.
I think he had 14. Right?
Um,
Okay, because he had, let's see, 4. There, let me look. Okay,
it
3,
says
4,
12.
5.
I don't
Well,
think
let
they
me.
updated it.
Yeah, that's why I'm just gonna count it though, real quick. Okay, so Detroit 1, um, Philly 2, so that brings it to 3, and then no sack versus Green Bay. And then a sack versus Seattle, so that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, it should be 14, I think. No.
14. Wow.
Yeah, that's
Um,
crazy.
and right now he's tied with 14. I mean, he's tied with fourth, so that might put him
Yeah,
up
yeah.
on top two or no,
Hmm.
because Miles Garrett is having him a season as well. I think he has like
Yeah.
16.
It's like him, JJ Watt, like
Oh, the
um
TJ,
yeah, or yeah,
and
TJ Watt,
then
my bad. Yeah.
and then what else would it be? Max Crosby, I think.
Yeah, I don't
No,
know. Let me see. I know if you go on ESPN on the computer, you can like look at the sack leaders. Let me see.
oh here you go. Oh, um,
Okay, so
Matthew
TJ Watt
Judon.
16, Garrett 14, Matthew Judon 12 and a half, Robert Quinn 12. So yeah,
Quinn.
Nick Bosa should be third because Judon had a bye week,
Mm-hmm.
and Robert Quinn's playing right now, so he'd probably be like third or fourth. Yeah, he'll either stay tied at fourth or probably
Yeah,
become third.
that's good. I mean, I'm not a big person on play. I mean, Pro Bowls because I feel like anyone can get in it because it's just
Yeah.
fan voting. But
Mhm.
let's hope he.
That's why,
he
like us fans, we just gotta keep voting. Like, just vote every day because you can do that, and then
yeah, and
because like Trent Williams was like the eighth left tackle or something. And it's like, are you kidding me? There's what other left tackle is better than him? Maybe Bakhtiari, but he's been out for most of the season since he's been recovering from I think an ACL. So it's like Trent Williams should be probably number one.
yeah, the same thing with Debo. I mean,
Yeah,
I
Debo's
think Debo's
low.
top five,
Yeah.
which in our scenario he's been
Like
working
for the
magic.
NFC West or for the NFC, he should be like second or third at least. Like,
Yeah,
because I'd think Cup, and it's got to be like him and probably Devonte Adams. Like, yeah.
Mm, mm, yeah. Yeah. Um, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Man, what a crazy. This is a crazy game. I think we
Yeah.
almost fumbled the bag. I. I mean, I think. Don't you think Jimmy deserves like a little segment? Like,
Yeah, it's just people. Yeah, he played pretty damn well. Didn't really have any like terrible throws, and like why you throwing there? Maybe one he did, but really, yeah. I think it's just people want the consistency of him because it's like he won't do this every single game, and
yeah, yeah. I mean, what he set up today's game, just one game, he set up what two game-winning drives. Um, that
yeah.
should have ended in the fourth quarter, and then um,
Mhm.
he rallies the team. I mean, Bengals score a field goal. I mean, you
Yeah.
saw him. I don't know if you saw, but right after we lost the coin toss,
Hmm.
he's just shaking his head, and I mean, what a guy. I mean, he just stays calm and he just waits for him to get his opportunity.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know if you want to talk about something else.
I guess we can just give our game balls
Oh yeah,
on
it is
both
a win.
sides. Yeah. Um, special teams gotta get to River Craycraft, I guess, because with the
Yeah,
fumbles. Defense. Ooh, that one. I thought the defense played really well, but I'd probably go with Nick Bosa because he had 2 sacks.
mm,
Offense, honestly, you could give it to 3 guys or really 2 guys, I'd say. Um, but I'm gonna give it to yeah. There really are 3 guys because like you could even though Jawan Jennings wasn't crazy most of the game, he really showed up in like the fourth quarter and overtime. But I'd probably give it to Kittle for sure.
Kittle.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's two, right? Not three. That was your three. All right. For
Yeah.
my first one, I think this guy really stepped it up today, and it's my guy Ambry Thomas. I'm just kidding.
Oh my god! I thought I knew you were about to go.
I couldn't be serious on that. Nick Bosa
Mhm.
and what I think I don't know who. I'm just gonna say Jimmy Garoppolo because I mean those two game-winning drives.
Yep.
That the first one should have happened first.
Mhm.
Um, we could say who stepped it up because I think Brunskill really did his thing today. I think he stepped it up.
Stepping up wise, definitely Jennings. I'm really interested to see what the like stat sheet is next week. I mean, like probably tomorrow because they usually come out with like the number of pressures allowed and things like that. Because I mean, like the 6 sacks or whatever. So I'm interested
Yeah,
to see. I know Trent Williams kind of got beat on one by like Hendricks because he literally just stood there and then kind of just ended up giving up. So I'm sure he has probably like one pressure, maybe a couple.
he did. I think he did end up pancaking him. Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
confusing word to say. Pancaking him.
yeah,
On that play, I think. He got a
Because
QB hit.
there was one I remember, like he just kind of gave up, and then Jimmy got sacked or whatever.
Yeah, but
I don't know why we don't play Jalen Moore, man. Like I'd rather see him versus instead of Tom Compton.
uh, yeah, I don't know. But what if? Nah, I mean, Tom is familiar. I mean, what this is his second year as a Niner? Because I
Who?
know we extended him.
Wait, who?
Tom Compton.
Oh, Tom Compton. Second year, I think. But he's
Yeah,
not good. Like
yeah.
he's awful.
He's only there because of his past, I believe. And
Yeah. I
I
feel
mean,
like if we had Justin School, like if he didn't get hurt, I think he might have, probably been there, like instead of Compton, maybe.
yeah. All right. Well, I think that's it for post
Yep.
game show. You want to, I don't know, tell them where they can follow you or something.
Yeah, sure. So you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at 49er Media. It's just like it is down below on the name. Um,
I'm trying to get it up here. Here. There you go. 49ers Media. And there you go. That was week 14. Honestly, a hell of a game. I
yeah.
enjoyed the heck out
Yeah,
of
no,
this game.
I was, it was a phenomenal game. It's really fun to watch. A little, like a little nervousness, I guess, in the fourth quarter, but and
Yeah,
overtime. But hey, it was a great game for sure.
yeah. Props to the Bengals.
Yeah.
Alrighty, 49ers Media.
Yep.
Catch you later.
All right.
Uh,
Thanks for having me on the show as always.
yeah. Thank you for coming on.
Yep. Thank you.
Alright. Well, that concludes that. And just gotta run this outro. Get your license. Oh, my bad. Listen to the end of the show to get a coupon to save 10% off for the faithful by the faithful apparel at www.ninersfaithfulradio.com/shop. Get your official licensed Niners gear by using our our Fidian link. You can save 10% off, and it helps out our show right here, right there. Go to cgiant.com and use the promo code Niners54Radio to save on all your concert, theater, and sporting events. Go to www.ninersfaithfulradio.com/subscribe to see everywhere you can follow the show. Follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Tumblr, Niners Faithful Radio, and for Twitter, Niners Faithful R. Thanks for tuning in. The end of the show. As promised, this weekend's promo code for 10% off. Yeah, for the Faithful by the Faithful apparel is Bounce Back 10% exclusive. Any on sale items code expires on midnight, December 13. So literally tomorrow. Go get your Niners gear. And yeah, thank you. This is week 14 from Brian and 49ers Media. I'll catch y'all next week. Peace.